Hey guys, what's up? Tony with VentureTube here, and welcome to Two Tip Tuesday. Let's get started. Tip number 1, gloves. Okay guys, so recently I was in an ACK store in North Houston. I came across some gloves that were really cool and really awesome, and I thought, wow, I should get those for when I'm kayak fishing. And when I looked at the price tag, they were a little over $40. Now, they look cool, yes, and they were antimicrobial and had padding and blah, 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 but $42, as you guys know, that's not my style. There's a lot of other things I could purchase for that amount of money. So, let me share with you what I came across that a lot of other companies are making and pawning off as fishing gloves. And really, they're just gardening gloves. So check this out. I'm going to model these gloves for us. Okay, here we go. Pretty nice, right? All black. It's like a polyester nylon backing, so it's very breathable. And the palm is a complete textured rubber. So you get a great grip on anything you grab. And let's face it, when you're kayaking, everything out there is wet and you're splashing around, and having a good grip on something is highly needed because you don't want to drop it in the water. They're cool enough to wear in the summertime, but the nice thing about them is that if you can see right here, the polyester nylon material ends at about right there. So all you have to do is cut the tips of the fingers out if you want, and then you're still able to tie your lines, and you don't have to worry about the thread unraveling because you're completely cutting through rubber. I've used these gloves quite a while, and you can still see they're in great condition. Now, they're not antimicrobial, they're not $42 either, but as long as when you're done fishing, you take them out, don't keep them in a box or in your hatch on your kayak, just leave them out to dry, squeeze all the water out of them as much as you can, leave them out to dry, they're great. But the best part about it is they only cost $3. And that was for a pack of 3. I got these from Big Lots. A lot of you guys might not have that type of retailer close to you, but fortunately I do. But you may be able to find this particular glove at a Walmart garden center. I'm not sure. I haven't checked yet, but you guys check it out and let me know. These gloves are $3 for 3 pair. Now, they're selling these gloves, and I'll put a picture up, at $20 a pair, and they're the same exact thing. So, I mean, if it's made to dig in the ground, what's wrong with grabbing a fish with them? So they work great. They're great for paddling. The other day I had to paddle across the lake because I had some issues, and if I didn't have these gloves, my hands would have been very, very calloused. So cheap, effective. Just make sure you don't leave them wet. They will get stinky, just like anything if you leave it in your kayak wet. Just squeeze them out, leave them out to dry. You'll be fine for the next fishing trip. Get you a pair of these gloves. If you do, guys, let me know. They work great. They really do. You'll quit dropping things. And another thing is when you're tying a fishing knot, I know you guys have done it, when you go to pull it and tighten down that knot, have you ever got a cut in your finger from pulling it real hard and that line just slices through your finger? Well, not with these gloves. And man, can you cinch that knot down real tight so you won't lose those fish. Let's look at tip number 2. You guys know I love motorcycles, and if you don't, well, you do now. And what I did, I've came up with a new anchoring system, but that'll be on my next video. But I had a tank bag on one of my old bikes that got all rotten, and I took the magnets out of it, and it's been sitting in my toolbox for a long time, and I thought, you know what, I got an idea for those magnets. Here's what I did with them. Okay, that little circular gold-colored disc is my magnets. They are very, very strong. They're designed to be in the bottom of a tank bag to keep that bag connected to your motorcycle tank if you have a metal tank. So what I did was just took some double-sided tape and stuck it to my kayak, to the inside of the kayak. It was that simple. I didn't want to drill anything. I didn't want to epoxy anything. Just some double-sided tape works real well. Basically what I use it for is anything I want. Pliers. Keeps my pliers out of the bottom of the kayak, keeps them out of the water. They're always accessible. They're not going anywhere. If I was to take a spill in the kayak, they're still going to be there. And also, for baits. Let's say I'm fishing top water, they're not hitting, but I think they may be hitting it later, and I don't want to put that bait back up. There you go. It's ready to go. It's out of the bottom. My hooks aren't getting rusted. It works great. And spinner baits, I can add as many as I want. Crank baits, I got everything right there. Just take them off, no problem. There you go. So, really neat little trick. If you got some magnets laying around that are powerful, you may want to consider sticking some in your kayak. So far, I love this. I use it for my fingernail clippers. If you don't use fingernail clippers for fishing, you need to use fingernail clippers for fishing. It's come on, everybody does it. Anyway, that's about it for Two Tip Tuesday, guys. I hope this helps you out. Get you some gloves, get you some magnets, and go fishing. Everybody's got to believe in something. I believe I'll go fishing. We'll catch you next time.